Yeah, good day. Welcome to Martinez Design. We continue with the project of a mansion design tutorial. So here we want to work on a little bit on elevation and put a sanity to where there's to be where sanity is supposed to be. Now let us go to elevation proper and south elevation. So here we want to cover up this space with what? With exact modeling of ceiling. Now what we do is that we want to use a real component modeling, not using a particular ceiling creation. So now what we do is that we go to level 2. Now on level 2 we click on create and we say model in place. So here we go through and go to ceiling. I'll search for that. So ceiling is available, we click it, then we say okay, name, then we start. So click on extrusion. From the extrusion you can decide to do whatsoever you wish to do with this. So here we put it like this and draw to perfection. So we align, good, we align, fine. So as we do, so you click finish. From there you can edit the material so that we will not go on and be exchanging. So you click here and say analytical material, rename it, then you call it ceiling. Good. So from the ceiling that you have created, which is of this, then you change this from graphics. On the appearance of the graphics, then you change, come to appearance library, get a ceiling. If it's a ceiling, it's okay for you, but I'm not using that. I just want to use normal plain white, which is what? Porcelain. So I'll be using this and I'm updating it immediately. So I go to elevation, south, then I drag. From where I drag, I got my work done. Good. So when you go back to the 3D, that particular space that's a solid that's been covered and recovered. So we're done with that. Click finish. So the next is the window. So when you click on this window, what we want to do is to bring out the window hood of this in a bigger show. So edit the family. If you edit the family, you click here. So what are those things that happen is that go to the floor plan and say floor plan. So here are the tactical development of the window. So what you need is that you unlist everything, unlock all. If you lockable, you unlock them all. Unlock everything that has been locked, because if not, you will not be able to work on the progressive of that object. So extend it, remove the constraint, extend it a bit. So as you have done, go to 3D and see what is there. So click here. So here is the front. So at the front, which is this long side, you go to floor plan and you are seeing that is what? Exterior. So go to the exterior aspect If you're serious aspect, look into it and say edit and adjust it. So from here now, you widen or increase the size of that. So when you click on arrange and say, just say 80 without copy. Yeah. And you say finish. Then you load into projects, say override the system version. Can you see the boldness of everything comes out? So everywhere on this have this particular sign and development. So we are done with that, and the next thing that we want to create a pattern at this place. But before then, let us change the material of the floor. So the slab is going to take the material and say duplicate. You are not duplicating the aspect, you just want to change the material entirely. So here, duplicate material, I will call it what? Slab. So in the slab graphics, we are okay with the rendering appearance. Then we go there and change to something like square, 3-inch square, and say apply to it. Everywhere you have, that should be updated. So it's done. You do the same thing here too. I will say material, edit, category. So you go to slab and you select that and you say okay. So that is for that. We're done. So the next thing is that we want to change all the windows at the front to something unique. So do I have the window here first? So go to, I say window, not door. Go to the door. Check the doors. Are they? Yeah. So I don't have it. So what I need is that I want to change the pattern of the doors to the one that is okay by me. So what I do is that I go to the existing project I might have before, and I'm going to bring it inside and get it done. So I'm looking at most of the project I've done here and something like that. So let me go to this one. This one is upgrading and it's going to take a time for me to do, so I'm going to cancel that. I don't want it. So I want to do close. I'm looking for the one that I've already done in somewhere, like okay, let me use this. So I'm using that particular so copy here to clipboard. I think I've taught you about this before. You copy an element from one page to another. So click on copy. You directly select that. So here on the floor plan or something like floor plan level 2. So you can decide to say okay, component or modify. I say paste from clipboard. Say okay. You just drop it here. Then you delete the one that have been in existence. So delete. So what you do is wherever you have such, you click on them, select like that, and you say change everything to this particular pattern. Now the issue is there that this is a double window with a different size. So if the size is okay by you, you leave it, and if it's not okay, you do whatever you want to do with that. So go to your 3D and see what you have brought in there. So from the level 1 you have in there, so you can select everything on this level, control or keyboard, select that and go to this place and say transform. Everything will be changed and you have this stabilized. So click here to edit Except this one, then say category material. This one you change it to duplicate the assets. So you click on that, the asset duplicate one. You can rename it if it's okay by you. Graphics, appearance, then come here. So you said what are those things we need to do is that we need to use concrete. On the concrete, you select anything usable and you want to use the panel. So after I use that, I'm applying it there as I'm using. So when you look at it closer, you have what you want. So you click finish. So at this level, we want to do something about the elevation again. So I'm copying the whole copying of this edit, and I'm using only this one to get what I want to get. So you click copy and you bring this down below. So as you do that, say edit sweep. So select edit provide. So let me go to east or west, whatsoever. So go to west, click from here, and you adjust this to suit your standard. Delete this, start another one, copy from here outside, then change this exact to something good. So you do what you need to do, create what you need to create. So select here and delete, click finish and click finish. So this one is done. If there is anyone that is still need to work on the part, you go to your level 2 or level 3 where you can see the part at which this follows. So take it to the last point. I think that's okay. So click finish, click finish. So you go to your south elevation, and what you do is that you mirror this to give you the taste of what you want, and from here you say edit. Now in this one you can decide to change the edit from here and say level 2, click OK. So here you have peace of mind in what you are doing. Align it close to where it's supposed to be close to. So here you select and drag to the last position. So now you click here. Good. So you have done, do a lot of work together with this. So keep doing that. So you rectify all this in a simple manner. So you do all this. Great. So you can do the same thing all around and also finish. So here you edit the profile again because the profile position has changed. So you don't leave it unattended to. So you say from east, and you see, so you bring the profile outside. So move and you drop it at this point so that it covers where it's supposed to cover. So from there you have worked immensely on the. Now the elevation remain one step that we need to follow and create a one pattern that we need to understand. So click on this and say on the wall. On the wall, I want to change the status of the wall. I want to use interior partition. Sorry. Then from the interior partition, I would like to draw something close and something near. So move this close to the wall, the same thing close to the wall, then go to 3D. At the 3D level, what you see, you select. So here you change the pattern by saying okay, base, you have the base unconnected to level, you change that to something unconnected and you drag this up to 4005. So you release, you see it goes up, so you can increase it again, like say 5002. Yeah, so for like you leave it there, then you change this to foundation, so it go down. So as it go down now, you change this, the type. I did the type by saying okay, duplicate, and you leave it that manner, then click on this. So you change the structure and every other thing. I want to change the finishing and so when you click here, whatsoever you have, you duplicate this and you go to graphics, you go to this and say first duplicate here, then here you come here and say appearance, ceiling, default, and whatsoever you have there shall be worked on. So you click on siding. At the siding, I want to change this to something of this nature, so I'm okay with that and say okay. So you do the same thing for everyone. So you go here, duplicate this slab pattern. What was the material name? We have forgotten, but the thing has given us an edit, so don't worry about that. So you go back here, the finishing, you click here, so it gives some wallboard, give some wallboard 2. So you close that, you come back again and you say give some wallboard 2. Scroll down, you go to this structure, say gypsum wallboard, type Jack Gypsum, yes, SG, your keyboard to bring it close to you. The same thing here, gypsum wallboard 2. So everything we want to change it to what we know best. So that is it. So you click finish. Did it change? The pattern change. So now we want to create a coping around this and want to do it on the 3D. You take your time and see this, click here and say model in component, and say model in place. So you choose case work and say okay, good. So now we say create sweep, but this time around we want to pick the part from 3D. And how do you look at the external aspect is where you're going to pick from the external, not internal place. You look for the internal and do whatsoever you want to do, then you align together, you trim all so that they be of the same plane, the same idea. So now you go to elevation on the foundation, on the level 1. On the level 1, you now set your standard of what? Of drawing. So click on that and say you can express the pattern again in different one. So it's like here. Then you good. Break this into 2. Great. So you click finish, so it works. Click on category and change this to something like a gypsum or facial one. So when you go to 3D, can you see the pattern is being created, and I think you love it. Great. So that is how you work on the elevation and do a lot of tactical activities. So we have been able to touch a little bit about this elevation and so on and so forth. So the next that we are going to create the host site activities, which we have started. We will do everything and conclude very soon. So thanks for watching. We dwell too much on 3D this time around and do some little bit of activities. So